Hey, if you're sending SMS messages to Texas residents or from Texas, you need to watch this video. So as of September 1st, Texas has one of the strictest rules texting laws in the country. The penalties are brutal. We're talking about 500 to 5,000 per message if you mess this up. So I don't want to get that much into the details of the legal stuff, but basically the Texas Mini-TCPA, it's a bill that went into effect and it applies if you send marketing texts to Texas or from Texas. So the penalties are insane. Now, before you panic, there's a couple of ways to circumvent this very easily in HighLevel. And here is the purpose of this video. So if you're a HighLevel user, here's the good news. HighLevel has a built-in tool to help. You're still responsible. HighLevel is the platform provider. So here's your compliance checklist. The first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna go to your settings in the phone system. You're gonna find in the messaging compliance at the very bottom, there is a block any SMS or MMS to Texas recipients or from Texas area code phone number. So when you block this, any bulk messages to Texas number or from Texas area codes are gonna be blocked per regional rules. One-on-one conversation messages will still go through. Very important. So you can choose to block this. Now, there is another way to take this further to the next level. So you can segment your list and know who is from Texas, which phone number is not from Texas. So that way you can adjust accordingly and either do manual campaigns or automatic campaigns. So I created this automation called Contact Created Texas TCPA, and I'm going to show exactly what this is. So the trigger is going to be simple. Contact created, plain and simple, nothing else. Then there is going to be one condition. The condition is going to be if phone is not empty. If the phone is empty, it makes no sense to even have the contact go through the workflow. Unfortunately, there is no filter here, so I had to do it as an if else. The second layer of if else. So below this, there is another if else, which is the condition. If the phone is not empty, then we're going to have a GPT action powered by OpenAI. And the GPT action is going to be doing the following. It's going to analyze the phone number, which is going to be provided as a dynamic value, obviously, from the contact phone. It's right here. And determine if this phone number based on the area code belongs to Texas or no. There's going to be one possible output. You're only going to reply with one word, yes or no, nothing else. So then there is a condition, and the condition is the GPT powered by OpenAI. If you don't know how to set this up, it's very, very simple. Whenever you have a GPT step above your if else, you are going to have it as the options. You're going to have the GPT here, powered response, as the only possible option, and the output either is or contains. In this case, if it's either or contains yes, 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 or yes. The other branch, if the opposite, if it contains no or is no, no, no. I have a trick here to save time. Instead of doing all of this from scratch, I just built one branch and the other one, I duplicated and I changed it and I changed the values. That's what I do. Then based on these conditions, the first branch is the yes. If it's a yes, I have the option here to apply the tag Texas TCPA DND SMS, and I'm going to the next level. I'm taking this one step further, and I'm enabling and disabling DND for call and SMS for specific channels. So that is exactly how to circumvent this TCPA thing. And I've tested it so you can make sure that this works. I tested it with myself. My phone number is not in Texas. I'm not going to disclose my phone number right now, but well, I'm kind of doing it. Anyways, the GPT powered by OpenAI determined that the response was a no. Okay, the response was a no, and because it's a no, it went to the branch of no, and then basically nothing happened. So this is just to make sure that it works. Now, the next step for you is you can create smart lists based on these tags or based on the enabled or disabled channel messages, and then review every single month your contact list to make sure you're staying compliant. Now, consult with your attorney. This is no legal advice about your specific situation, so you can determine if you qualify for an exemption. But in the meantime, now that you're in HighLevel, execute these two things that I've told you and just make sure to implement.